I just remembered I wasn't supposed to play music during these streams because these go to YouTube, so... Oops. There we go. I'll still have it for myself, but I recommend you guys putting your own music on the background if you wanna listen to something else than my voice, which I don't blame you. Hello, hello everybody who's joining us today. So yeah. Oh yeah, hello, hello. Good to have you people here. Today is our second Patreon exclusive stream, and I had two things in mind what to do. A character sheet for Winter or a general race sheet for whatever he is. And well, you guys pursued me. We will be working on the race sheet. So yay. Finally gonna be revealed what the heck these guys are called. And I feel like you guys are gonna be like, what the fuck, Tammy, once I reveal it, but I swear it makes sense. Let's get started. Let's move to the race side. And I actually went ahead and created the, well, I already wrote everything down and sketched the drawings we're gonna be doing for this sheet. So we are just gonna be finishing the pictures for it. But this is all we're gonna be filling today. All the way all this. And down here we have a little copyright. Yeah. And yes, they are based on, for a Finnish word for genie, but that is not gonna be the race name. So, suppose we should get started. We have the race name ready here, or the place where to write it. Here are the symbol of this race, these round things. What the fuck are you doing? Photoshop. What is the name of this race? Simply Glass. I know. I know. I know. It is gonna sound. Yes, they are simply called glasses. I swear it makes sense once I reveal the names of the other races. But I have here general, then about the battle they have and their powers. So let's start with the general. Here we have it. So, glasses are spirits who are born with glass bottles. This bottle is the most important artifact in their life. It is their life source, and it's also used to store magic. They resemble humans in many ways, but they have certain characteristics. Pointy ears, which can come in many sizes and lengths. Sharply pointy fangs. Upper fangs are most common, but it's not too unusual to see glasses with lower pointed teeth or even full set of fangs. And then one of the more important aspects, round light pupils. Each race has different pupils, and this is a way to tell them apart. They say eyes are windows to your soul, after all. So that is the first general facts about them. and what they pretty much look like. We will be finishing these sketches, and then we will move through to the next parts. Is there any chance I can show you the windows to the soul picture? Maybe. But I gotta say, these races are based on different types of glass. And these guys are just pure glass. The other three are based on different types of glass. That is what I'm saying. Or that is the thing. So let me make a lines layer. All the delicious lore. Let me just flip the screen, and we will start by drawing little Clem and Winter, who are the main characters of this series and represent their race. Hey CJ. Quickly drawing these. These are probably the biggest things we will be drawing on this sheet today. And I'll try to be somewhat quickly. I know you guys information hungry. Oh, you are. That is so nice. Thank you. If you pledged higher than first tier, I'll be sure to send you your other rewards after the stream. But nonetheless, thank you and welcome. But yes, as I talked about week ago in last Saturday stream, I did say that these guys are based on Finnish word for genie, and generally they are based on genies. Once we get to their powers, that will become even more clear. But yes, in Finnish, genie is called lampunhenki or pullonhenki. And pullonhenki literally means spirit of a bottle. So that's what these guys are. They're spirits who carry a bottle artifact with their whole life. And that is the most important thing in their life. But more about that soon. The bottle is pretty much their lamp. But don't expect them to grant wishes, because that's not what they do. Yeah, how did I get this idea? I love bottles, or I love decorations, like bottle decorations. I see, David. I love things in bottles. I love bottle decorations, things like ships in bottles, bottle messages, and all those tiny little necklaces that are bottles that have something inside them. I love them. I think they're really pretty things. And for the longest of time, I was actually thinking of like, I want to make a story that has like things in bottles and something like that. Where I could use that aesthetic of mine. And then I remembered. Pullon henki. Oh yeah! In Finnish, the genies can live in bottles. And that's where I got the idea of making these guys some sort of genies. Ah, hello, Pyrope. Ah, people joining. Nice. I suppose for the latecomers, we reveal the name of this race. Let me flip this over. Gosh darn it, file is too big. File is too big. Yeah, you're not too late. We just started. They're simply known as glass. And they are spirits who are born with a glass bottle, based on genies. And right now we are drawing Winter and Clementine and the characteristics that set them apart from humans, which are pointy ears, fangs, and round light pupils, because eyes are windows to your soul. There are 4 other races, and each one has their own pupil design. And with glass, or also you could technically also call them bottles, but glass, as they are based on just pure glass. And the reason why they have round pupils and their symbol is just round shape is because, well, the opening in a bottle is round. So it represents that hole in a bottle. And as I said, all the other races are also based on based on glass and different types of glass. With these guys being the pure glass. You guys have no idea how many glass-based puns I've made for this series. Glass is the most important freaking thing in this series. Everybody, well, everyone in these 4 races are based on glass. And all that, and everybody has their own powers. Once we get to that, I'm sure I'll talk about it more. But glasses specifically are the ones who have elemental powers. The other races have their own powers. That's what Elma still love puns in this universe. Absolutely. I just wish I was better at making puns. Are there animals and plants in this universe? Yes. I'm still kind of working on it, but it is gonna be mostly very similar to ours. But once we get to the powers things, I'm gonna reveal something very interesting. And thank you, Chi. I'm pretty proud of it too, or I should say rather, I'm excited. I feel like I've made something, or like I made something I'm actually excited to work on. And that's usually has been a good sign. if I'm excited, people usually tend to get to. And you guys have no idea how I wish I could just blurt out things. But gosh darn it, gotta be patient. Not gonna reveal everything. Gotta save some secrets. Oh, thank you, Ribbon. You flatter me. Speaking of, I'm gonna announce my new series. Potatoes. I'm gonna be just drawing potatoes doing their things. But I swear, if I alter Winter's design or anything, or Clementine's design, I'll come back to this and change stuff here. That's gonna be, yes, Cafe Katamari sells potatoes now. That's gonna be a thing in this universe. They just sell potatoes. I actually like potatoes. Can't wait for Finnish potatoes to be ready. Those are so good. Like early Finnish potatoes. They're small and they are so, the skin on them is so light or thin that you don't even have to clean them or like you don't have to get the skin off when eating them. You just can eat them with that. I like it. Why is this becoming a food stream again? I know I'm drawing a whipped cream boy here, but it's thankfully I did eat just before streaming, so haha! I'm immune. Feel free. I have no idea how long this stream is gonna be or gonna take. I mean, we have a huge sheet to fill here, but it's mostly text, and I have everything sketched out, so we might be here for about 2 hours, I think. When will Sugar Scoots appear? They will appear in the story. They will. I had such a good story arc planned with them. I don't want that go to waste. Do all characters get a sheet like this, or is this a general reference for everyone? I have character sheet on separate that has like turnarounds and notes about the character and all that, but the other races will get their own sheet too. It's probably gonna be they're gonna be a little smaller because these guys are kind of inklings of this series. They are the most important race meaning we will know most about them. The others are kind of just there to bring a variety. Good person. Yeah, definitely. Caranel would bring interesting things on table, for sure. Winter, what are your legs? Long Noodle Boy. He's actually getting a little taller in this series. In Splatoon, he was like 170 something. He's now gonna be around 180. A few centimeters. Oh, he didn't mean to do that. Good question, Pale. Some of them will be glasses. Most of them are different species. Or not different species, different races. Sorrel gets shorter. I mean, everybody technically gets also shorter. Once we get to the powers, you will understand. Oh yeah, I'm humming the music I'm listening to, but you guys aren't hearing it. Again, because this is gonna go to YouTube privately, I don't want to play any music. So I recommend putting your own playlist in the background if you don't want to listen to just my voice. Oh yeah, Angela is gonna get taller too. I did kind of realize that I don't really have any really long male characters, since 180 is 175 and 180 are about the average. Of course, it depends around where in the world you are, but Yeah, so I thought about I could make some of these characters taller. Meaning Angelo is gonna be the Angelo is gonna be the freaking lamp post. Let's see. I mean, the pose is fine, but stand straight like a normal human being, except you're not human being, but fine. No, don't flip. Don't flip, just save. All right, we got. I actually can't decide if I want to give him like socks that show or just. Actually, socks are fine. Especially if he's gonna be this tall. Because I did remember someone saying that in one picture I drew him with so long socks that they went under his pants, so they were like, he looks like he has a bodysuit. Like, that's actually funny. It would be funny, but unfortunately that's not gonna be a case in this universe because he's a bit of a daredevil. Or like, because his ability is creating clouds that he can ride. He loves riding with those, so. Logan is still gonna be afraid of large bodies of water. Despite his beach team. He's in just for the sun. I think he's fine with water elements, but he's just afraid of large bodies of water. Like anything that is deep enough that you can drown in it, he's afraid of. But Tannerine and her little bubbles, I don't think he's afraid of that. Oh no, why did I choose to draw Clementine? We gotta draw her crazy hair. Oh well. It's fine. Messy hair. Her hair isn't too bad, thankfully. But it is true, once I start drawing the comic, I'm sure I'll have to figure out some sort of loopholes. Or how to make it faster. Oh, her hair is fun. And it's so pretty. Does Vadelma still get bad hair days in this universe? Very important question. I think even worse, considering what kind of hair she has. Which, at the moment, I think only level 3 Patreon supporters know. Gosh darn it. The girl has only appeared in the mature works. Oops. All right, enjoy your shower. We will be still probably working on this. Most of the things here are not gonna get colored, but these two are gonna get. Multitasking for the win. All right. Let me open a file. Do, 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 do. Oh, there we go. All right, let's do the colors. Quickly gonna add colors. I will probably not even shade this. Oh yeah, I did release a little doodle of glass Taloop. Not totally final design, but I'm happy where I'm going with him. Let's not forget the bones, you little air pirate. I've already once drawn him in suspenders, and that was wholly inspired by Steve Urkel. But yeah, these white round pupils, not just a style choice, because I actually really like how they look, but actually a lore. Note to self, give him proper goggle designs when you finally design that. Angela and Orgar's relationship, I would... I mean, we did joke about with Sheep that we would draw, because even she is moving her Splatoon characters into their own original worlds. So I did joke about that. I would draw Angelo visiting her human orca. But canonly, he is probably gonna be, well, he will be single again. I'll have to see if I'll give him a new love interest, or if he will stay single and happy. I don't know. I mean, you guys know me. There is no such thing as happiness when it comes to my characters. Oh yeah, I remember the times when I did reveal that he is dating someone's character. But I also do remember the times where people were trying to guess what his eyes looked like. I need to give her proper shoe designs. Angela's fun making speculations about, well, get ready to do it all over again. He's still gonna be mysterious, boy. Good start, Ribbon. Is he going to have different eyes in Bub? Maybe he's again gonna be wearing something that we can't see his eyes. I mean, he's gonna be wind, and I think all of my wind characters have some sort of goggles, because this time it actually finally makes sense. Just that aesthetics. But there we go. Clementine's hair is not that difficult. I mean, I could add just a few like orange strands here where the light hits. But I think that's how I'm gonna be drawing it in the comic, just dark and messy. Oh my god, with her hair, she's almost same height as Winter. So puffy and nice. All right. I'm gonna name these layers so I don't get confused. Hair, glass, lines, color, back hair. There we go. Have to say though, Pale, actually after finishing your commission, I realized that I think I'm gonna switch Orenda's hair to be fully black, and Clementine got her reddish orange tone from her father, who's, I mean, he's Scottish. And I'm sure you guys remember Merinda, or whatever her name was from the Pixar movie. So got that she got that Scottish red from her father. I mean, it's not gonna be first time I've changed my mind about hair after finishing your commission, because Jonquil got a different hairstyle now too. I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna make Orenda's hair. It's same shape still, but it's more gonna be like an black afro type hair. But yeah, we got the biggest thing done. So now we're working on these little things. So yeah, any newcomers? These guys are called Glass, or Glasses, and they are spirits who are born with a glass bottle. And they resemble humans in many ways, but they have certain different characteristics, and one of them are pointy ears, which can come in many different shapes and sizes, so go nuts. And then they have pointy fangs. the ears and fangs are all based on, like, I was looking through wiki articles about genies or jinns as they are officially called, and they are demons. They are like demon kind of things, so they were often drawn with pointy ears and fangs and all that, so I decided to take that too, and because it's fun. And it is gonna be, it's more like my own drawing style here, but they would have like similar teeth to human teeth, meaning that these are not like beaks like a inklings have. I just draw them more. I draw them more like, or it's a cartoony stylizing. Is Tetrox a glass? Yes, she is. But there's gonna be a different reason why Arnik doesn't really get along with her. Stick in a mud. Is Tetrox going to keep her military background? Ah, no, I don't think I have plans for her. Oh, do I have plans? Don't tempt me, Alandria. It might actually happen. You guys will see, you guys will see. Will Hemlock make an appearance? Mm-hmm. More than likely. I mean, Arnik needed somebody to set him straight when he was a shit child. Ah, hello. Welcome to the stream. We are about to finish the first section of the race sheet. So we will soon recap what we have done and revealed. All right. I think we have this first section done. So we did reveal the name of this race is simply called glass, because all the races we have are based on different types of glass, and this is the purest form of it. Just simple glass. And we can recap. Glasses are spirits who are born with a gas with glass bottles. This bottle is the most important artifact in their life, and it's their life source and also used to store magic. They resemble humans in many ways, but have certain characteristics. Pointy ears, which can be many different sizes. Sharp pointy fangs. Upper fangs are most common, but it's not too unusual to see glasses with lower pointy teeth or even full set of fangs. And the most probably one of the important things, round light pupils. Each race has different pupils, and this is a way to tell them apart. They say eyes are windows to your soul, after all. So yeah, glasses symbol is just round shape because it is the round opening in a bottle. That thing. That is their symbol. Oh, Pyro, I know it's gonna be a fun thing because glasses means also the things you have on your head. But hey, I chose this way. I was also considering calling them bottles, but because the other races are called by the type of glass they are, I was like, shit, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with this. But yeah, we got the general part of this done. So let's move to the bottle itself and talk about a little about it. That. So the bottle. Bottles are, well, glass bottles that classes carry with them their whole life. They come in many different shapes and sizes, but they have to be made of glass and be able to contain magic, also called nectar. While the bottle is made of glass, decorations can be bought, and this is popular among rich glasses. The bottle is part of the glass spirit and needed for living. It is believed to be their soul. If the bottle fully breaks, the glass spirit dies. While the bottle is made of glass, it is not easy to break. Possible, but not easy. It just doesn't break when for falling on ground. So yes, the bottle is pretty much their soul, their heart. It is needed for living. And it is a place where they can store magic, also called nectar, because it is a source of life. But more of that later. Let's just color or draw these bottles. They shouldn't take too long. I'm not sure what you're asking, Ribbon. not smyck. But yes, I think I even said this today in one ask I got on my Tumblr blog. The bottles can be any shape and size as long as it's made of glass, so no plastic bottles. And it has to be able to contain liquid, which is now magic, also called nectar. That is a thing to keep in mind when designing bottles. But if there's a glass shortage? Not possible, because they are born with the glass bottle. The bottle is personal. And part of them. These aren't just glasses you can make. They are living things. Some people probably would debate if the bottle is actually the creature, the spirit, and is the living thing, and the spirit is just something the bottle is reflecting or something. Oh boy. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I have already decided on how these guys are born. And all that. It's not exactly how. It's not at all how we humans give birth. And yes, I will upload this to private blog, and I will also upload this to YouTube, so you can rewatch this later if you want to. Oh, I know the feeling. My Fi-Fi has also been really stupid. Speaking of, if this stream goes down at any suddenly, you know why. I hope so that doesn't happen, because that would mean I would have to upload the stream in 2 parts. All right. But yeah, if you are a glass with money to spend, you can take your bottle and get it decorated. Well, all my characters' bottle designs are still work on progress. Like someday I'm just gonna have to sit down and just do ton of bottle designs. And finally decide on what kind of bottles everybody have. It is also because I'm still kind of working on Taloop's exact powers. I think I got an idea what he's gonna be, or what his thing is gonna be, which we will talk about right after this section. And we are almost done anyway, so... Yes, he has Earth element. I don't think this is exactly the one I drew for Cyanthia, but close, similar. And we'll talk about it soon once I get to the powers section. We're almost there. But generally I can say that Jonquil's ability to control plants is a little unusual. Usually it's more like rocks and soil based. But that is the thing about Earth, is that it is so versatile what you can do with it, since it does include like sand, soil, rocks, and plants. They are probably the most versatile in terms of spirit types or glass types. Yeah, looks like we already got the bottles done. So to recap, bottles are, well, glass bottles that glasses carry with them their whole life. They come in many different shapes and sizes, but they have to be made of glass and be able to contain magic, also called nectar. While the bottle is made of glass, decorations can be bought, and this is popular among rich classes. Actually, one thing I could add is that they come many different shapes, colors, because that is allowed. Colored glass is fine. It's not common, but it is fine. But it has to be glass, not plastic or anything that, and it has to be able to contain things. Also, one thing I want to point out, I am leaving out some information because I don't want to reveal some important plot device things here. But the information I'm gonna give in this sheet is like the most basic stuff that you would need to get to understand, and yeah. Will the bottle remain on the glass dice? Usually it is that way around, that the bottle is destroyed and then the spirit dies. And which accents still exist? All of them. I mean, they are gonna have their own world and language, but I'm gonna go with the explanation that their language, or their language is translated into English, and they are provided with an accent that is closest to what our world equivalent would be. But yeah, if the bottle fully breaks, the glass spirit dies. But while it is made of glass, it's not that easy to break. It is possible, but not easy. Now, this juicy part, the powers. All right. Every glass is able to turn into a smoke, mist, or any similar form that allows them to enter their own bottle and other bottles. This is a clear reference to genies and them entering into their lamps. And alter their size to smaller. This is typically a form they take when resting in their bottle. So yes, they can change their size into small, so they can rest in their bottle if they want to. And turn objects into a smoke, mist, or whatever, and store those items in their own bottle. Clever? Or just lazy, so that I don't have to draw them carrying stuff? Or clever? You guys decide. So yes, the bottle can that can work as a bag. But then, these are non-elemental powers every glass has. Then we can move on to elemental powers. Every glass has their own elemental power that comes with the basic abilities. Fire, ability to create and control fire in some capacity, and ability to survive in an extreme hot climate and in fire. Water, ability to create and control water in some capacity, ability to breathe underwater and survive in deep water. Earth, now these guys are a little more interesting. I mean, they like the others, they are able to control Earth's soil in some capacity, but they are physically stronger, sturdier, and endurable than the other glasses. And wind, ability to create and control wind in some capacity, and ability to survive in high altitudes. So yes, they each have one of these elements, and they come with these basic powers, which gives them little specific abilities to control their element and some sort of survivability edge in certain situations that stand the others. Now, along these basic elemental powers, each glass has their own. Okay. Each glass has their own unique power that is tied to their own bottle. Examples: fire, ability to create explosions; water, ability to create bubbles; earth, ability to control plants; or wind, ability to create clouds. So each glass has their own elemental power with the basic abilities and one unique power. Yes, that is Sorrel. And he has very explosive fire powers. So, as long as the unique power is somehow tied to the basic element, it is fair game. So get as freaking creative as you want. As long as you even somehow can tie it into it, it's free game. Like, for example, Xuantia, she has flames that freeze. And it's all based on the pun, or the saying, freeze burn. That is all needed. So get as freaking creative as you want. And so we end this with magic, also called nectar, is needed to use these powers, all of them, even the basic ones, the ability to turn into smoke and enter bottles. Glasses store the magic in their bottles and drink it when their powers start to run out. Unfortunately, all sources of magic are gone from their world, so glasses have to either buy, steal, or work to get their hands on this coveted nectar. So that's how I'm gonna end this. What kind of work is needed to be done to get magic that does not no longer exist in their own world? Well, maybe someday I'll reveal more of it. But that is about the species class. Now let's finish these sketches. What are the other species? No, can't reveal too much. What happens if they run out of nectar? They're just normal humans, pretty much. Oh. Yes, you can still live without the magic. Because gosh darn it, it is pretty much ran out. It's ran out of in their own world, and you, like I said, you have to buy or steal it, or work to get it. Nobody really wants to do that work, and buying it is very expensive, and stealing it, well, you risk getting caught and all that. So there are actually many glasses who don't have access to magic at all. It is gonna be considered a high class benefit if you are able to buy magic. And hey, Whipple. Nice to see you here. We are at the last part. What would you like to know? Can you make Chaos Genie? Pfft. If you somehow can tie it into any of the 4 elements. I mean, what is chaos anyway? I mean, yeah, what was Shadow able to do? Because, I mean, there are still the other 4 races, and other 3 races, they also have their own powers that are not elemental, but something little different. And it's all based on the items they carry. Because these guys carry bottles, those guys carry other things. Well, that is a Ribbonfly. That is an interesting question. One thing I am not mentioning here on this thing is that there are kinda. Gosh darn it! Do I want to reveal everything just yet? I mean, the magic is drinkable and mixable. Imagine going to a burger place that has where you can fill your own soda bottle. Now, do you dare mix things? And what happens when you mix things? That's all I'm gonna say. Yes, the nectar is specific. There is fire nectar, fire nectar, wind nectar, earth nectar, and water nectar. And you need your own specific element in your bottle. If you are water glass, you can't fill your bottle only with fire nectar. It has to be mostly your own. But I mean, you could probably maybe add mix of the other elements and some things could happen. That's all I'm gonna say. Some things could happen. That is my theme. But then again, some glasses seems to be almost like they were born with certain likes of abilities. Like Clementine, her thing is lava, which is kind of like mix of earth and fire element. So, but that she's able to do that naturally, just like with basic fire nectar. So, maybe you can inherit things from your parents. I don't know. Maybe some glasses get lucky. Maybe not everybody's equal. It depends. Are Winter and Clem dating already in this or not? Nope. They are gonna be meeting again and starting right from the start. And this time I hope to give even more or give way more time for them to develop. Oh boy, Pale, darling, we talked so much. But I've said this plenty of times. I've already have the first 4 chapters planned, and well, the fourth chapter isn't fully written, but the first 4 chapters are gonna be huge lore dumps. Huge. And pretty much establishing what this series is about. Do we get to see these characters? We will be following Winter in most of the time, or all the time, in these 4 chapters. And pretty much through him, we learn about this world and how it works. And how he meets Marian and the others and gets a new job. He's kind of like Harry Potter in this, that, well, he mostly knows everything, but things are explained to him and so, thus also to the readers. About time, you freaking little free loafer. Don't look cute like that. You've been living in my place so long. It's time for you to go and get a job. Well, I can. God damn it! I'm so eager to reveal things, but let's say the Bottle Up Co. was a work title, and I came up with a new name for it. But yes, there is a company that seems to have something to do with bottling stuff. Oh yay. Winter never cut your hair. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, they can sleep in their bottle and rest, but it's not probably something every glass likes to do. Because you are pretty vulnerable. Just leaving yourself inside the bottle and all that. Protecting the bottle is probably the most important job or thing these creatures have to do. Because there are little other things I didn't reveal in this sheet. But yeah. Well, they still need to eat and sleep. Yeah, they're like humans in that regard. They still eat and sleep like any of us. One thing I haven't decided is how old these guys live. I mean, I try to keep things simple, and pretty much in any other way, these guys are like humans. He's a Dumbo. How are Winter's pros in this? They are also glasses. And I think everybody in Winter's family are wind element. Even Cloud, especially Cloud. I mean, her name. Okay, sure, it would be funny to be like, she's the only one who's named after like a wind air thing, and she doesn't have a wind element. But no, she's gonna have, everybody in Castello family is gonna be wind. I still find it so funny how things worked out with Winter's name. Because apparently the Windberry that I named him after is also known as Windberry. So it's like perfect. Why do these good things keep happening? Let's see, I could move you a little down here so I can draw your crazy hair. All right. Are there any other mythical creatures? No plans. I mean, I'm still open to the idea that there are other, like, completely different races who have their own religions and beliefs. Because heck yeah, did I come up with a religion, and which is pretty much the lore of this world for these guys. But I don't totally wanna rule it out. Like, one thing I do love it, guys, that you are curious and want to ask me questions, but one thing I am a little afraid of doing is setting up too many rules and all that in case I want to change things. So I think I start uploading this comic and drawing this world, I am probably gonna go with the what you guys, my works speak for me. So what you see is what is told and shown is canon. Everything else is up to you guys to do what the heck you want. Until everything is I suppose everything is allowed until proven otherwise, and even then. So go crazy. I don't want to restrict people. Most of these rules are pretty much just for myself. I mean, look at what people have done with Splatoon and all that. Even without knowing everything about them. And I kind of want to do that with my own series too. I want to create a world where people can have fun and enjoy. And you don't have to be asking me every little thing. Like, PK fire. And this is just gonna be some simple clothing because I haven't designed his clothes yet. And I might even alter his design altogether. The basic idea is that he has very short hair. Because everything has burned off of his head. Oh gosh, I'm so mean. Again, not doing final designs, but I think his bottle could be like totally round, so it is like a classic video game bomb. I like that idea. Oh, alright, but later, CJ. This is gonna be uploaded to YouTube, so if you wanna catch up the ending, I will upload it tomorrow, probably. That is one thing I am thinking, that he could have like a little ponytail like this that could be a fuse, but I don't know. I need to do things with him. That is actually a little thing I've been doing with the character designs, that it's not a rule. It is not a rule, but the how I choose the hair, what kind of hair the character has is somehow tied to their element. Like with Winter, his hair is big, fluffy, white, like Cloud. Tanrine's hair is round, like Bubble. Marian's hair, it's like this, because it's like an umbrella. And well, Clementine's hair is really fishy and like it's burned. It's not a rule, and I'm not following this with exactly every character, but it is something I keep in mind when designing them, is that the hair somehow reflects their element. It's just good character designing, I think. Like with Cosmo, his hair doesn't really reflect his element. Indeed. Such a bubbly personality. Tanrine also had a very round bottle, but it could be more like a water drop shaped. Who has the smallest bottle and the biggest? Well, Do I want to be mean and say Sorrel has the smallest? But yeah, there are different sizes, but technically having a bigger or smaller doesn't give you any benefits. Like smaller is easier to fill, and you require less magic to fill it and store. Bigger bottle gives you, sure, more nectar, but filling it is very expensive. So if you want a full bottle and your bottle happens to be really big, you're gonna pay a lot. Music, please. Where's my playlist? Sorry about this. You guys aren't even hearing this. I just need background music. Oh, popcorn. All right. Will the cafe exist? Absolutely. It's still, the cafe is still gonna be like the hub for these characters. But I wouldn't say Daisy and Charles work there. Maybe later, but definitely not at the start of the series. I suppose one thing I'll have to say is that forget everything you knew about these characters in Splatoon, and assume nothing is the canon that was established there is no longer same here. It could be, but there can also be big changes. I mean, some things are gonna change a lot, but the more things change, the more they stay the same, too. Oh boy. I still feel a little bad for Sorrel, because he is still gonna be so short. And one of the abilities these characters have is to make them even smaller. So I can already tell that Sorrel never turns himself into smaller. But they can't turn themselves bigger. Unfortunately for him. They're like roots. But yeah, I did change Jonquil's hairstyle to this because it, excuse me, it reminds me of Lion's mane. And gosh darn it, everything with him has to be lion. I'm sure they have their own cafe or bar they like to go. I mean, I didn't really make it canon or anything, but since I won't be doing that much with the Splatoon universe anymore, you guys are free to consider that canon or not if you want to. Oh. And then the final picture. You'll see soon, once we get there. They won't hurt it, will they? Dumb. So much I still is yet to reveal. All right. Talk to you later. Thank you. Photoshop, don't die. We're almost done. All right, flip it. Flip it good. If everything is clean slate, doesn't. I'll probably do a new Pokemon universe thing. Because back in the day when I made the first one, there was like the Alola generation was not. And opinions change and all. Gosh darn it, tie your shoes, boy. I think I'm gonna drop little colors here. Very simple, basic things. Good point, Alandria. He can't fall. He's always flying. All right, little color. And suppose with that we are done. A little fixing here. I didn't draw the bubbles. Good on me. These are a little off. So yeah, I think we are done. So, any latecomers, we can go this all the way from the start. We revealed that the name of this race is Glass. Simply Glass. Because all the races in this universe are based on different types of glass. And these guys happens to be the purest. In terms, like, just normal glass. Nothing's too special otherwise. But I've read this so many times, so I'll let them be here. But they are spirits who are born with glass bottles that they carry around with them their whole life, and it's their life source and a way to store magic. They are based on a Finnish word for genie that means spirit in a, or in Finnish, genie is called spirit of a bottle, and that was the basic inspiration for this. They have pointy ears that can come in many sizes. They can be Well, I suppose this is the average. There can be short ones and or really long ones. They have pointy fangs. Just upper vampire kind of fangs are the most common, but it is normal to see, or it's not too uncommon to see glasses with lower pointy fangs or even a full row of teeth. But the most important, round light pupils. Every race has their own shape of pupils, and that's a way to tell them apart if you can't see their artifact. Like if the glass is hiding their the bottle, you can look in their eyes and see what species they are. Then the bottle itself. They come in many shapes and sizes, but they have to be made of glass. And they have to be able to contain magic, also known as nectar. While all bottles are made of glass, you can buy decorations, but these don't come cheap, and it's usually a luxury only rich glasses have. And it's needed for a living and pretty much considered to contain their soul. If the bottle fully breaks, the spirit dies. Is it possible for someone to be a mix of two different races? No. That is something or at least there's no recorded cases of it. Like I said, I don't want to set rules for you guys. But usually the child is same race as its mother. That's the rule I'm currently having for myself. You guys can do what the heck you guys want if you wanna make OCs or fan stuff. I wholly let you guys go wild. Angela is not mixed. That I can say, yes. Then the powers. Every glass is able to turn into a smoke, mist, or any similar foam that allows them to enter their own bottle and other bottles. This is usually something that is tied to their race or their element. Like winter's form is cloudy, while let's say Clementine more has like smoky smoke fire type of form. Will Tetrox be a glass? Yes, she is a glass. They can alter their size to smaller, this in case they want to rest and stay in their bottle, but it's not really common thing glasses do, because they are quite vulnerable there. Turn objects into a smoke and store those items in their bottles. So yay! Totally not because I'm gonna be lazy bastard and don't wanna draw bags. It is literally the video game black hole pocket. At least I have explanation. Then we have the elemental powers. They're the classic fire, water, earth, and wind. And they all come with basic powers and survivability ability, as you can see here. And then, but then the cool thing is that each glass has his or her own unique power that is tied to their bottle. It comes with the bottle, yes. So, as example, you can create explosive fire, bubbles, control plants, or create clouds. As long as the unique power is somehow tied to the basic element, it's fair game. Magic, also called nectar, is needed to use these powers. And in glasses cases, they store the magic in their bottle and drink it when they need to. But unfortunately, all sources of magic are gone from their world. So they have to either buy, steal, or work to get their hands on this coveted nectar. And what kind of work? Maybe this series is gonna be about that. So yes. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I had fun. And I'm happy this is finally done. Yes, nectar is not needed for living, but is it even considered living? Then that is some questions people will ask probably in this universe. So yes, there's still so much stuff to reveal and talk about. I left out some certain aspects and rules, but this is more like the most basic things you need to know to get an idea what these guys are about. But yes, I left some twists and turns not revealed. But yeah. And yes, thank you. Alandria said it. I'll have to see when this info finally gets out. For real, but for now, guys, enjoy. I will upload this to the Patreon blog. I will upload this to the Patreon blog probably tomorrow after the stream is also on YouTube, and give a link to that in the same post. So, yay. I think we are done. I'm flattered if that's the case. Really am. And for real, guys, thank you everybody. So glad I was able to do another Patreon-only stream. Future ones, probably character sheets, maybe some other things, I don't know. I have the character sheet ready and all, so hey, let's see what I do next time. But again, thank you everybody so much for all the support. And I am here thanks to you guys. So glad you could join me. And let's see what I do next time. I'm so bad at ending these. Okay. I'll stop before this gets too cheesy, even though cheese is good. But yeah. Thanks again, and until next time. Bye bye.